Good morning, good evening, good night, depending what time you're watching this video. I'm Tamara, aka Sweet Tamara, on Instagram and YouTube. And I'm just here to give you guys another word of encouragement for the week. So I love how God just finds ways to talk to me through the simplest things in my life. Recently, I failed to close my refrigerator door properly. I thought I closed it, but I didn't, and it stayed open. I'm not sure for really for a long time. And by the time I got home and realized that the door was open, there were several things that had melted, some things that I maybe just didn't trust of keeping, and it made me think about how when God tells you to close doors in your life, the same way that you leave the refrigerator door open for a long time, things spoil, is the same concept that God has been speaking to a lot of us about the people in our lives or situations in our lives. There's a lot of things that we have kept the door open, and because the door is open, we're allowing those situations to cause ourselves, our personalities, our characteristics, our self-esteem to become spoiled or rotten or expired. There's some people in our lives that just are not good for us. Speaking for me personally, there's some people that I realize, you know what, you're bringing a characteristics that I thought I was over with, but no, you're bringing that back. I don't need that in my life. So you got to close that door. The Bible talks about when you stay around bad company, it corrupts your character. It also talks about if you hang out with fools, it can lead you to in trouble. You know those people that get you to a certain place. You know who they are, and God has been telling you to close the door several times. But why haven't we done it? Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's comfortability, sometimes we feel like, okay, you invested in that person for a long time. But God is telling you, because you have that door open, just like the refrigerator door concept, there's things within you that are becoming spoiled, that are expiring, and that become no good. Then you become no good. How can you become better for the next person or the next job or your children or your next relationship if you don't close those doors? It's not an easy thing. I know that, but I'm telling you, if you care enough to close the door of your fridge because you know there's certain things that you need for the next day that brings you nourishment, that brings you that comfort, things that you close in the fridge that bring you joy or your favorite food. It's the same concept for your heart. It's the same concept for your character. Close that door so you can keep yourself. So you can keep saying, because if you keep your door open for those people who cause you harm or lead you to harm, you become spoiled like that's like the items in my fridge that I had to throw out. And you are so important. You are so valuable. God doesn't want to throw you out. He thinks that he has invested in you. He knows the things that he has put in you. But let's not allow people to come in and destroy what God has planted in your heart or in your situation. Close the door to people who bring you to a place that can cause your character to spoil. Because what you have is important. What you have is valuable. What you have has purpose. And most of all, you're blessed and highly favored. Have a good one.